Starting server backup. Backup took 10.376 milliseconds. Wait, what? How long is this backup going to take? 0 minutes, 14 seconds, 249 milliseconds. Hello, Hypno. Hi, chat. Was expecting Hypno to be playing Path of Exile 2. I put in like a lot of time into that game. But, you know, the game's fun. It's not fun enough that I want to spend every breathing moment invested in it. Hello, RL. Hello, Marlo. Welcome, everybody. Right, so last stream, what did we do? We set some things up in here. We got all these pyrolyzed ovens set up. We started making biomass, making ethanol, the fermented biomass, the coke. We're making methane over here now. What do we got over here? Sulfuric acid, ethylene, polyethylene, lava. Also, we had set up, is it in this room? It's in this room. We set up all these guys. In fact, we reset this up and it appears everything is working correctly. I did log in, I think yesterday or the day before, and I saw that I forgot to make some settings over on this one. This is our dragon and warden, but now it is set up correctly. We have enough dragon's breath. These we don't have enough of apparently, so we're looking for dragon data and dragon scale. So yeah, we only got 457 dragon den datas and only 1800 dragon scales. Apparently we don't have enough of this stuff. This is the warden stuff. So what are we getting? We're getting the tentacle things. We're getting deep, dark data and skulk. Deep and skulk. Yeah, I mean, this is just coming in really slowly, I suppose. I think we only get one at a time for each of these. The dragon's breath, I think we're getting like 4 bottles, 2 bottles. Hey, number 7. Hello, JVDK. But yeah, this is all working great. We changed the redstone so it's like going from the middle instead of underneath, and now everything is working correctly between Ender IO and Applied Energistics. So that's fantastic. Don't really have to do much in this room. So I was looking at the list of things that we need to do today, and probably one of the first ones we should look at is this one here. We need overflow protection for fertilizer. So if we take a look, we have 180,000 fertilizer, which is less than we've had of some other items in the system. Like we have up to 520,000 of different various things. But this one is still something we need to look at. We need to overflow protect it just so we don't get millions of it. So I'm going to dedicate a 64K disk to that. We'll take care of that one first thing here. So I need I don't know why you go to these terminals when they have the wireless thing. Just convenient. One of these, and we need to sell one of those. And then I need the overflow. And we need to go home. All right, so we want this, and we want fertilizer. Boom. And that's basically all we gotta do. Let me go back. You've been using super chests for bulk storage? But do you really need to store that much of anything? I don't know. Maybe you do. So now that we have this overflow and we have this filtered, we can go from network to disk. Put this here, and now it's all on this drive. Then we just... I've been slapping the ones in this ME drive right here with a higher priority than all of our other digital storage. That way it ensures like when we get any of these items, it comes to these disks. If you filter one, but you have other drives that are on the same priority, it'll just go to like whichever, and it's not good. So you kind of need these in a higher priority. I put this at level 100 because I think most other things we put 1,000 like for high priority. So this is like high priority for the digital storage. And that's like, if we want to put these at different priorities, like priority 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever. So like they fill up in order, then like, I don't think we're ever going to have 100 of these, right? So that's kind of why I did that. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe I'm overthinking it a bit, but I put those drives in there without the priority previously, and it was like going to other disks, and that was annoying, so I had to like solve that anyway. Hey Razzle. Okay, so that's done. Easy. Moving the AE to auto crafting and the circuits. I think the auto crafting is probably the easiest one for us to move. And maybe we'll do this in batches. I don't know if that matters. It's gonna be a lot of setup. I'm thinking like we move half the auto crafters and like get those squared away, and then we move the pattern providers. Or, yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know like if anything bad's gonna happen if we take the auto crafting down and then move it over here and then set it up like during that time. Like, do auto crafts need to happen? That's something I don't know. I guess the other question I have is, where are we going to set that up? I was thinking we were going to put it in here for like the temporary thing, and then we'd move it up into that other room later. Do we have enough space here? Not really. Let's go grab like half of the molecular assemblers. Oh, we only have 8. I guess we don't need that many, do we? Each one could do how many crafts? 8. So we have 8 times 64, I guess, right now. Different crafts that can go on. Let's just take half of these. And then we have more pattern providers than I thought we did down here. So this is 1, 2, 3, 12. So we are gonna need 12, 20. We need 20 pattern multi P2Ps. Fluid multi, item multi. How do we make the pattern multi? I don't remember how these are crafted. Stone cutter, so we can do that recipe. So it comes from the item, so we can craft 20 of these. That's the important thing here. Just kind of watching these over here. All right, so we got those. We can stone cut them automatically with a pattern. We can stone cut those automatically with a pattern, but oh, we don't have a stone cutter in here anymore. So these are pattern multi P2Ps. Oh, I got 24 now. Back. Yeah, I'm not gonna put them in here. We just don't really have the space. Going up. So the question is, how do we set this up? So I think we have like this much space to work with, which is quite a lot, honestly, for applied energistics. But this is also going to be, I think, for our data storage drives. This is going to be for the auto crafting stuff. We kind of got to figure out like how this is going to be laid out. It might be good to put the pattern multi PDPs on a sub network to reduce network reboot times. True. Yep. That's something we can do. What are these things called? Frame double slope. Wait. Frame double slope. Are those the wrong blocks? Building gadget. Boop. Oh, wrong button. G. Build to me. So those are all facing the right direction, I believe. This is facing west, facing west, facing west. Yep, just making sure. Okay. So those are all taken care of. I don't remember if Jassassin has this here or if this is... Let me go look at another room real quick. BRB looking at another room real quick. He doesn't have those there, so that's all like the path block. Okay. And then all this needs to be removed. So this is light gray. Then we need exchanging gadgets. All right, that feels pretty good. I kind of wish we had walkways over here, though. Kind of like split these up, maybe stack them and have walkways between or something. But, oh well. I guess we can always rearrange this later. It's a lot of setup for these machines. It'll be annoying to change them. It kind of makes sense that they are the way they are since it's just like a whole bunch of the same machines, though. I don't know. Let's see here. Kind of looking at chat real quick. Schmerta Hipano. All right, so these guys, CPUs are like the least used item. How do we make the CPUs look good? Do we just like put the CPUs up against the back wall?
Lolacree just resubscribed for 37 months. Hi Hypno and chat. Hype heart hype wave hype max.
Lolo, thank you so much for the 37. Appreciate you. Thanks for the tier 2 support as well. I almost feel like the molecular assemblers should be up front because that's like the visual of the system doing something. If you put these on the back, then like, what do you, like, you're never going to look at anything, right? Like, you kind of just want to pop in, it's like, what's Applied Energistics doing? And you can see all the items poofing in and out of existence, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking that. So I'm feeling like we can put them up against this wall here. And then 1, 2, 3. And then we have like a walkway. So like, this is the area right here where those would exist. Is that too much? I don't know. Is that how we want it though? Like you have to walk in here and then look at them? Should we build them within like some kind of enclosure? Like we can do a lot of different things. Like we could make one of these and have those like this. Maybe that's the play. Well, yeah, we'd have to move them forward. True, I didn't take that. I mean, we could also put the P2Ps in the wall and then put facades on them. You'll never see them really. I'm feeling like maybe we should put them in one of these banks, and then if we need more, we can stack the bank. And then we also need another one for the circuits. Let's think about this. So I'd probably set it up like this one was over here. So we could have our molecular assemblers in here. I don't know how we're gonna do the CPU still. Still thinking about this. And then we could have like our circuits next to that, I guess. And then, so we have our molecular assemblers, which can be stacked. We have our circuits, which can be stacked and expanded. I don't know if we need to do that. We need a place for... Maybe the circuits will be here. And then this will be the molecular assemblers. And then we need a place for the pattern P2Ps, which is going to contain all of the stuff that these are going to be using. And then we need a place for the CPUs. I guess what we could do is have the crafters on the bottom and then have like the patterns that are providing patterns for these for the auto crafting stacked above. And then like all of this could be used for CPU, right? Does that seem to make sense? Did all the stone dust get processed into flooring? Did I set up stone dust to be processed? I don't think I did. I never set that up. We never did the flooring stuff. That's on the list of things to do. Hello, MetaHex. Okay, so let's label this. So this is gonna be, what are these things called? Framed. We need framed signs. So this is gonna be AE2 CPU stuff, right? I think that makes sense. This is gonna be AE2 mol pattern. Molecular assemblers and pattern. I'll change the labels of these. I just want to like keep my thoughts from going away. Just like remind myself what I'm doing here. So the AE2, no, not AE2 CPU. Oh yeah. Processor, not CPU is what I meant. Processors. AE2 processors, AE2 molecular and patterns, and then over here we can put all the AE2 CPUs, I guess. I don't know how these are going to be laid out. So if we go 1, 2, 3, we can do one. We can just, I guess we can do this, except that'd be right here. This would give us plenty of room for all the CPUs we could ever want. And if we really want to squeeze in another row, I think that's fine. I think that's fine. Although maybe we want to like separate this off and put another walkway or something. I don't know if that matters. Do you want all the parts of the system to show CPUs are odd shaped? I don't know what that means. Yeah, that mod pack command is messed up apparently. Yeah, charger for the Certus quartz that can go into this, but as far as like where the okay, yeah, maybe yeah, cert charger. As far as where we are farming the Certus quartz crystal, I don't know where that is going to live. I kind of don't want it in this room because if we come in here looking at stuff, I don't want my magnet picking those up. I feel like that needs to go downstairs in the basement. Like far away from where we normally are. I'm sick of getting Certus quartz crystals in my inventory. Yeah, because the AE2 processors is what? I think it's 5 blocks right now, and this has enough for 8 spots per side. So we can put like the Certus quartz charger. There's like the oh, where am I going? What are these things down here? This. There's these charger things, which I don't know where this is gonna live, but that would go there as well. I guess it's the same thing, just a charger. Make a basement for the Certus automation. Oh, good point. Yeah, we can put it down here in the basement's basement. Oh wait, do we go into the basement's basement? We can go down one more floor. Just kidding, there's no more floors. What am I seeing there? Oh, I thought that was a name tag for a second. I thought that was a name tag. It is not. Where am I? I'm lost. The back rooms. Yeah, so the Certus quartz crystal is gonna go in the basement somewhere. That's to alleviate the problem of us collecting Certus quartz crystal in our inventories. Time to add more basements! Oh, okay. I think I'm happy with this potential layout. Maybe not so much the CPU stuff. This could be adjusted. But like, that's just kind of like, there's a lot of room for CPU stuff in here. All right, so extended molecular assemblers.
Roll _ just resubscribed for 39 months. What are you moving today?
What am I moving today? Roll, welcome back. Thank you for the 39 months. We are currently in the process of moving the rest of our applied energistics stuff over here into this base. You could do a advanced inscriber per step for the processors. Yeah. I mean, I think the only thing that I would choose to change right now is having one of the advanced inscribers solely for making the printed silicon. Because right now we have 4 different processors that can be made, but we only have 1 that can make the printed silicon. So like if we need a lot of all of those processors at the same time, then it's going to take 3 times or 4 times as long, 3 times as long to refill up the Certus. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's a lot of like little things like how do you want to set this up and blah, blah, blah. It's all very boring stuff, honestly. All right, so these are all upgraded. These are gonna have to attach to the system at some point. So we have 4 more. So I need like a total of 8 more of these extended molecular assemblers. And this should take care of like all of the auto crafting needs that we should ever need. Theoretically. I don't know what that's crafting. Is this an assembler recipe? Ooh, it is. This is gonna take a minute. Okay. So I guess in the meantime, I can set up the P2P locations. We can do them all, honestly. Greg Tech has a machine to make silicon at some point. Fair. Oops. Okay. Auto crafting is complete. Oh wait, that's the wrong block, isn't it? That is the wrong block. These are supposed to be the framed thingies. How do I get... Is this the wrong one? It is. Dang it. All right, so we need the extended these thingies. We are gonna need a bunch of acceleration. Get accelerated. Can I wish the tooltip at the top showed like the amount of accelerations in there just to make sure I didn't miss one, but okay, it looks like we're good. So these are gonna need power. And they're gonna need obviously AE connection. I know I don't need these fibers, but I'm gonna put these on here anyway. Oh, we got some right here actually. So that'll provide power to all of these. These pattern multi P2Ps, got to figure out where they're gonna go. And I think up here is where we're gonna put the actual. Let me close this off. I think up here is where we're gonna put the pattern providers. Yeah, I think that's fine. So we had 12 extended pattern providers. So this would be 13, so we need 3 more of these. Mm. Okay, so we're gonna like make the first channel here. So I do a shift right click, then I put this in my offhand, and then I can click these to make these all inputs. Even though you can't see it on the tooltip. These are all inputs on the same channel. And then these all need to be outputs. So I put this in my main hand, then I can right click these. Okay. And if we want these guys, how do we do this? Yeah, so these are going to be a sub network. These need to be on the main network. So let's figure this out. So I guess I could put a fiber here, which would make this separate. And then we connect that up. And then we're going to have more of those on the other side. So I'm just going to put a fiber here in case there's any other further connection. So our main network is here, and then we go into sub network, and this will be on sub network. We're going to have to provide... No, I was going to say we have to provide power, but we're already doing that right there. I think that's all we got to do. I think that's it. I guess this is completely not necessary, but just in case, I didn't want that to touch anything else. Yeah, let's go run this into our main AE system now. Do we run that down here? I guess we do. Oops, too far. I don't think I actually connected this all the way down here. Okay, these guys got power. Input side, 16 outputs. So now we need to bring over the other pattern providers, get those hooked up, and then the other molecular assemblers. Yeah, the white cables definitely makes it hard to tell where the quartz fiber is, I agree. And it might also make sense that since that's a sub network, I changed the color of the cable. That's what I did downstairs in the circuit room. All of the AE cable, or not the circuit room, the diamond and power production, all of those cables I made red cables. I might change those cables to red. All right, so we need... What do we need? We need packing tape. And it shouldn't matter the order of these. Oh, I didn't grab... I didn't grab these things. And then this goes in the offhand. Input side, 16 outputs. Input side, input side, input side. This is output side, 16 outputs. Yep. I think we're good here. So now the question is, if I come into here and look for it to craft something, do we see crafts? Looks like we do. Let's go grab the other one of these. And where was this getting EE from? All the way over here. That is 256 normal assemblers and speed in 16 machines. What? I'm confused by what you're saying or asking. Each of those assemblers holds 8 assemblers inside of it. So it's 16 times 8, if that's what you're saying. I think we're all good here. It does 2x craft speed? Oh, do these do 2 times the speed of the other ones? I had no idea. I just assumed it was just more crafting molecular assemblers inside one unit. I'm probably gonna want to put a thing. Can I put a thing on a fiber? What's the thing called? Facade? Wait, I don't have any facades. Oh, I'm on crafting only. I don't have any facades. I'm still on crafting only. Aha! I have facades, everybody. Yeah, can you put a facade on these? I don't actually know. It might not let me do that. I think the facade does the same thing this does, which is going to be a problem. Yeah, I don't think I can put a facade there with that cable, the fiber. All right, so let me get rid of the fiber. Wait a second. That's not how this used to work. Maybe you can do it. I was just pointing at the wrong location. Uh-huh. Yeah, it used to be if you put a facade on an ME cable, it didn't pass the signal through. I'm fairly certain. Because it has like the cable anchor thing and it acted like a cable anchor with a block on it. I just saw this thing poof, so this is working. So I guess you have to block the channels. Okay. It's like putting a hole. Is that a hole only on this side, or am I going to see that on the other side? Huh. Huh. If I get rid of this... I don't know if that's just a visual artifact. It shouldn't be connected like that. But at the same time, I guess it doesn't matter for these, since these don't matter as far as data is concerned, and no data will transfer through these. These would matter, but it shouldn't matter. Hello, Static. Yep, Sunday afternoon hypno time. Yeah, the facades used to function just like a fiber, like it would just cover up the cable. You could put something on the facade and then that would connect. Like you could put a terminal on the facade and then that would connect. I don't know. It seems weird. You could put the quartz fiber on top to hide the hole. No, but we want these connected to the main network. The extended molecular assemblers don't matter if they're on the network or not. They don't use channels. They'll transfer the channels, but they don't, it doesn't really matter. Unless you mean like connecting these. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't matter. I think we're good as it is. I'm pretty sure I do want to change the color of this. Color applicator. Let's change these to red. Just to kind of signify these are on their own network here. And then it's also easier to see the quartz fiber too. But I guess we don't need the quartz fiber since they're different colors. They won't connect anyway. Anything else that we need to do here? I think that's it. Now we can stack this up one more higher if we need more pattern providers, which is fantastic. But I think for now we will just leave this as is. Can't see anything through. Do we want to put facades on the back of these? I feel like seeing the pattern providers back there is kind of weird. I think you'll always see them, but we could have like an extra color in there. We want like black concrete, gray concrete. Maybe gray concrete. Let's try this. Let's just try it on one, see what it looks like. Well, allow me to do that actually. You can't even see it. You can't even see it. So never mind. Yeah, I think the purple border hides any of the facade that you would have seen. So we're stuck with looking at those. Now, an alternate thing is we could put these on the bottom. Oh, you can't see underneath them. We could have those on the bottom and then like have a solid block through the center. I don't think we're gonna do that. But I will go ahead and put these here. So that should block like being able to see anything through this. No behind the scenes looking at this stuff. Like we'll put a facade right there. Okay. And then I'll just slap one of these bad boys right here. I think that's fine. I think I'll go ahead and build this in mind for one more higher here. So we'd have a divider, then we'd have the pattern, and then this would be at the top of it. You can see space between the assemblers and the providers. This. Oop. Look through assembler's top side is see-through. Oh, you're right. Okay. That's a job for Tiny Hypno. Gray concrete. And that also gives me something to actually place that up against now. Framed, we need the tiny, these things. Okay. Might as well get this all like prepared. So I'm gonna need 16 more multi P2P. I guess we could make the pattern. I don't know how often we're ever gonna be making these pattern multi P2Ps, but let's make a pattern for it. What? Multi? Oh, I'm pressing P while I'm on this thing. Multi P2P. So these are fluid multi. I'm gonna put it right here. Where's my pattern? Okay. Pattern multi P2P 16. I need 3 sapphire blocks. You know what? Let's make a sapphire block pattern too. I'm tired of having to manually do these every time. Block. Okay. So now if I craft 16 of these, should all be happy. Do it. Can we see any of the crafting happening? Oh, it's done already. We didn't even get to see it. Whoops. Wait a second. I already had 8 more? What do I have 8 more for? I don't know why I had to eat more of these. Did I miss something? Gosh, I hope not. Memory card in the offhand. Click, 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 click. And click, 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 click. Okay, so with that, I need 16 more extended pattern providers, and hopefully that'll be all of the crafting that we'll ever need throughout this series. It might not be, but hopefully it will be. Ooh, look, it's happening. Things are happening. We saw it. Things are happening right there. Ooh, it's happening. But why is it only going in that one? That seems weird. It has all the other ones to use, yet it's choosing this one only. I don't know. Yeah, I didn't see that I had 8 of those. Obviously, I didn't see it. That was 256 recipes? I'm only crafting 16. No, it's a lot of pattern slots, I realize. But like, our current stuff is filling up quite quickly. Like we have... Oh, this one needs to be labeled. This is wrong. We don't have very many slots. We have like... I guess we had 4 extended P2Ps. And then like, as we're crafting these wires, this is taking up an enormous amount. Even more wire stuff here. Like, we're going to be having a lot of that wire conversion, so having these extra slots makes sense to me. I need to connect these to the AE system, though. What else have been here? I do. Okay. Oh, whoops. I thought I was looking at my AE system. That's not where I wanted that stuff to go. I think that's pretty good, right? Like, that's so much crafting space now. Maybe it's too much crafting space. Can you really have too much crafting space? I don't know. I'm gonna have to go through this and organize this. Now that these are pretty much set in stone, we're not gonna be moving these around. At least I assume we won't be moving those around. We can put things in the order that we want them to be going forward, and they should always just stick in that order. Unless we add more. Now I gotta figure out where that chlorine gas one was. Where was that chlorine gas one? This one. Where is this? Is that in the overworld? No, it's down here. Gosh, this thing is so incredibly useful. This one? So this needs to be labeled electrolyzer. And that'll fix that problem. Did I spell that right? Electrolyzer. Yeah, I think I spelled that right. I think that's good. I'm aware you can hide them. Oh, you can hide things that are full. That I didn't know. I'm not sure I want to do that actually. I know you can hide certain pattern providers by just clicking the button on the pattern provider itself. I used to have to do that all the time because in the older AE2, there wasn't the pattern provider as an interface. It was all combined into an interface. And then like if you have an interface for the export and an interface for like the material, then you'd have the export that just says like unknown device or whatever. And like you'd have so many of those and you'd have to right click on them and be like, don't show on the pattern terminal. I'm glad they separated the pattern providers and the interfaces. That makes that a lot better now. Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to change this. I want to see everything. That way I can search through everything, right? Show all pattern providers. I think that's fine because you with the search feature there, it doesn't really matter, honestly. Will they ever use 1152 patterns? It's quite possible we will, yeah. I mean, I guess it really depends. Like at some point we might just go through and like remove all of the HV machines that we have in here. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe we'll leave them in here and maybe we'll add EV machines as well. And like, depending on how much stuff we set up for auto craft, this could get quite large. I don't feel like this is too much. In fact, I feel like we might even need expansion at this point. Like I'm scrolling through and I'm not seeing as many blank spots as I would have expected to see. A lot of them are at the bottom, but I don't know. You think the search sees everything no matter the view setting? Oh, that's fine. I'm not too concerned about it. Okay, so let's go back home. I might change my mind later, but right now I don't see it as something that I need to be worried about. Let's take like half of these CPUs so like all of the auto crafting doesn't shut down. And we'll add them over on the other side, and then we'll remove the other half here. And then also, I never did figure out... Yeah, this is AE2 processors. Where do we put the AE2 storage? That's something we didn't figure out. Maybe the CPUs don't go in here, and maybe these should just be server racks for the digital storage. Because we do need a spot for the digital storage that we're going to have to access frequently to put in new fluid drives, to put in like whatever. I don't think we ever really need to come to the CPUs. I think we're going to redo this. I think we have to redo this. Make the whole back wall CPUs. I mean, I could like make that a CPU and make this a CPU, and like we could do that to kind of like just squeeze them in. I'm not sure if that's what we want to do. But what I do know is that we're probably going to make another one of these banks specifically for drives. Or, before we commit to this, like we have this for AE2 processors here. There's no way we need this much space specifically for that. So we could put... How much space do we have over here? Man, I might have messed up. What I should have done is made one of these. Not two, but just one. That should have gone up against this wall here. And that would have been our CPU stuff. And then we could have used this for all of our storage. And with that change, I'm going to have to move this over by 2 blocks. Crazy idea, put storage buses on the ME drives, filter to only show storage disks. I should have thought more about this before I just went and moved all this auto crafting stuff over. I hate it. I don't think you can cut and paste this stuff, and even if you can, I'd be really worried about cutting and pasting pattern providers. Yeah, we could get rid of the walkway. And that would space it perfectly. I kind of liked having the divide between the AE stuff and the other stuff. But that is the simplest without having to like change things. Ugh. So what all do we need to put here still? We need just the storage, right? And the CPUs. CPUs, I think we're gonna hide somewhere because I don't really care too much about those being visible. So that could be like in that between floor area that the drives currently are in or something. Like that doesn't really matter, just as long as they're attached to the network somewhere. You think the cut and paste gadget would cut this entire bank and move it with no issue? Well, if I can cut and paste the entire bank with no issue, I would be willing to do that, but I think I want to like test that first before I commit to like all of our auto crafting being cut and pasted. If we can do that, that'll save a lot of work here. So what I want to do is move things over 2 blocks this way. Let me make one of these to test with. And we'll just make a couple of patterns here. This one. Where's the one where I can like, oh, there it is. This one. Those are just 2 patterns that don't really do anything. Cut paste gadget. How do I mark? Anchor cleared. This doesn't start at 000. How do I? Okay, so it's hard because I can't right click on this, but I can shift right click on this. If I right click on the ground. Okay. So let's do this. We'll paste. This doesn't show me like where it's actually pasting. I didn't cut the block. I don't know how this thing works is a problem. Cut. Ah, now I see. And then paste. Okay, I mean, that's pretty convincing. Okay. I guess we're just gonna YOLO. And I'll have to adjust the AE wires, but that's fine. So we want this scooched over 2 blocks. But still not right. That is 2 blocks over. No, that's 3 blocks over. I need to scooch it over 1 more. Well, if this works, this would be what we want. I mean, that seems to have worked really well. Not gonna lie. That's actually pretty impressive. That is actually pretty impressive. Is this is Dyer's mod, right? Direwolf? Well done. Well done. That's actually really good. I probably could have done it without deleting blocks, but that's fine. No, I gotta redo this stuff, which is not a big deal. Actually, no, that goes here, doesn't it? No, it did go there. Now, the problem is with me scooching this over 2 blocks like this, it doesn't line up with this side. This makes me want to move all of these over and like put this at the front on this side as well. I'm not going to do that, but it makes me want to do that. I'll be cutting and pasting everything now? Maybe. Maybe. All right, we good now? Is there something that I missed? I need a facade right there. Did I lose one? No, it's in my inventory. And these are the 2 bogus ones. All right, this, those. All right, so I should be able to scooch this over. What is this, cyan? I should have done that before too. That way I didn't delete the floor. So that seems good. Then I just scooch this over 2 blocks. So we want 1, 2, 3. And that gives us 3 blocks and then the 2 spots that I need. Where's my frame sign? It was there. Where is it? This mod sucks. No, but seriously, where is it? It ate my sign. Imagine if it randomly ate one of these. I need to repower the sub network? Oh, you're right. That's why I had this fiber in my inventory, wasn't it? Boop. The sign is there, it's just hiding from me. It's probably up in the attic somewhere, and I'll find it in like 3 weeks. Where'd my sign go? Framed sign. So this is gonna be AE2 processors and Certus charging. I guess I still need a white concrete. It really might be in the basement. It wouldn't surprise me, honestly, but I don't think it is. Okay, so now we need a spot for for our digital storage. Now the question is, do I put these divides between them or do I just like make it solid? Because if I put the divides, that's only going to allow us to have, what, 24 per side? I don't even know how many we have right now. The only reason why I stack it is just for consistency with the way the rest of the room looks, but we definitely don't need to do that. Now, we could also stack them without the divides and then put the divides on just to keep the theme, even though we'd actually have the drives behind. Just a thought. How many drives do we even have? I think that's the important question here. So per side, we currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. Like, I did upgrade all these to 64Ks, by the way. I did that off stream, I think. So these are all 64Ks now. We have enough for 12 more drives, even if we divide them the way we are doing that. Yeah, I'm thinking we do one side fluid. I'm just counting one side. So three stacks of 8 each. That's 24, and we don't have 24 yet. So I'm thinking we do one side those, one side these. I think that makes sense to me. Does this packing tape work on this stuff? Oh. I'm grabbing the ones that don't have any data on them. Okay, then we'll bring those over here in a little bit. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do, Razzle. I think that makes the most sense. Oh. Wait, how am I doing? I'm not doing it either. I think the reason why this one was weird is because I've been putting the AE through here. And I put it down one block too close. I think that's how we've been doing it. That's why I got rid of that pillar that was down here. I don't want that pillar gone. Wait a second. Why is... Oh, did I put this one too close? I did put this too close. The pillar is actually supposed to go here. It's like that spacing doesn't look right. There we go. Okay. Then this side... Make some more of this white cable. I think we'll just do that. I think that's fine. Yep. Well, I guess we could hook this up. Now, the question is, do I go through and set these? So, like, this is priority 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6, then 7, then 8. Then we do it over here and then over there. Like, that's a lot of extra setting. I'm not sure I want to do that. But that way, like, we can kind of visually see how many open drives we have remaining if we do something like that. But again, I'm not sure I want to do that. Oh. Okay. That's a crap load of disks, especially if you use the extended drives. It really is. Weren't you going to make one of them? Weren't you going to make the one on the wall? The one for the processors and the charge service? Then you would have a bay for fluids, a one for items if you wanted. Actually, you know what? I think I made a mistake. I think I was actually going to put the CPUs here, and then that was going to be the digital over here, wasn't it? And then we're going to put the service charger and the processors over here. I think you are correct that... Well, I mean, we can change it. I think this was going to be our digital storage right here. And then we're going to scooch that over. Yeah, I don't know if we need disks for both. Especially since we have, like, the mega storage disks. Yep. Can we... I mean, this stuff's probably inexpensive, right? Never mind. We'll just make another one. I was gonna say, can we put mending on this? But it's like so inexpensive. Who cares? Let's scooch this over. This is why I was labeling these banks before I started doing stuff. And then I forgot to do that, and then I started doing stuff without them labeled, and I messed up. So this space here, CPU, CPU, CPU. Oops, that'd be forward one. I know I was saying that we were gonna go like put these underground somewhere because it doesn't really matter. We don't need to see them, but we don't really have anything else to put here, so. And it makes sense that they fit now that we rearranged everything. Is there anything else that I'm missing? If we put our CPUs or our EE2 processors here, I think we're good now, right? And then we change this to digital items, digital fluids. I guess I don't need digital. We just put items and then fluids. Item drives, fluid drives. AE data bank? What's the data bank? I don't understand. I'm going to leave that down there because we are actually going to need that to attach to the CPUs. Oh, you were trying to suggest the name on the sign. I see, I see. Oh, that already connected. I guess the reason why I keep looking at this and this looks weird is because I have set this up differently than the other ones. Because we would be doing this. There. I mean, it looked better the other way, but now it's more consistent with the way the rest of the stuff is, so it makes me feel better about doing that. So we don't need these holes here. And we don't need that hole. Because that's the back, we don't need facades back here. This is the back room. This is like the area between. This we don't really care about. Like, I want to keep things neat and orderly, but I'm not trying to make it look pretty back there. I guess I only need to place this one block instead of both of those. That's fine though. Definitely could have been more efficient about that. Oops. Yeah, so we need to move our fluid storage, and then we need to move the rest of our item storage. I guess we'll move the item storage next. Efficiency, what's that? Something I lack, apparently. I need that packing tape still. All right, we're gonna be out of items for a minute. Hopefully it doesn't like cause a disaster. I hear machines going, which is not great. Right, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more ME drives. 2. I need 6 to fill up this side anyway. Which I fully intend to do, and then we're gonna have to make a whole bunch more to fill up the other side for the fluids. Let's go grab the fluids next. Yeah, I'll change the way they're laid out. I just want to get them installed. Oh, they're facing the wrong way. I think we can wrench them to face the right way. So another thing that I'd like to do is have our partition things over here. Maybe we'll put them in the floor, like one on either side or something. I don't know. Okay, so I need 15 more ME drives to fill this whole thing up. It says we can do it. Do it. Do it. This is the longest part. We should probably get this thing embiggened. What is that's like a laser cutter or something? Laser engraver. The problem with like scaling this is all of the lenses you need. I don't know. Like, how often do we need this? Maybe it's one of those things. Maybe what we should do is have it auto crafting all the emeralds up to like the flawless, and then if we need the other ones, we downcraft. Maybe that's the play. All right, CPUs. I think we can get rid of these crafting co-processors. What are these? Oh, these require the crafting co-processors. Yeah, I think we're going to get rid of the crafting co-processors, and we're just going to make these squatty 2 blocks tall, because I don't think we need any more than that. These already are 64. We did that a while ago. We can't go to the next tier until we... I mean, I think we can't... Well, the 64 require EV, right? So we can't go higher than EV. So we're already at the basically the maximum tier that we can go. You know, I'm gonna move it to the edge to be the trunk. That way it'll line up and we don't have to like be interrupted by this pillar. All right, so I need 3, 6, 9, 10, 11 more 64K. Do it. This actually should be pretty fast craft. Because of all the scaling that we have done. Look at it go. That's pretty fast, honestly. Like, I have no complaints about that. It could be faster, but I have no complaints about that. No, we want crafting storage. we should get rid of the 16K one. True. I do still have... Okay, yeah, let's go grab those real quick. I completely forgot about those. That's right, these 64Ks are not going to go to waste. Oh, no. That still needs to be connected for now. Why do I even care about this? I don't know. I just kind of do a little bit. Not enough to like worry about this room though. Oh, what was this down here that I've disconnected? Steam and our cat. Oh, that's kind of important, honestly. Okay. This is going to be one of the next things we work on. Okay. So I had a 16K. Let's get rid of the 16K. This one. Crafting storage. Yeah, we don't care about the 16K one. Let's swap that to a 64K. Oh boy, where did I even pull that from? I think it was right here. 16K crafting coprocessor. Don't need that one anymore either. That's an old one. Wait, did I not just see there was a 64K one? Or did I... That was a 16 one that I did, wasn't it? Okay, let me make a pattern for the 64. Wait. Yeah, 64X crafting. Yeah, we don't have that. Okay. Maybe that was one I just threw away. I'm not actually sure anymore. 64K 16X crafting. And this is 64. This is the one that... That's the one that we want. I'm clicking it, and because like I'm hovering over it, like this isn't changing color. And I think that's a problem. Like I'm clicking it at 64, I click it, it's still red, right? Or is that actually a different color of red? Oh, it is changing. That's like a magenta. Man, that is so subtle because it's so small. It is changing though. So that is the right one, 64K. Okay. So first things first, 2, 4, 6, 7. I need 7 storages. And then... Oh, I didn't connect this last row. We'll have to do that. And then I need 2, 4, 6, 7 of the CPUs, coprocessors. Okay, so I do need to go down in there and connect that last row. There we go. Now we have lots of CPUs, way more than what we had before. Which is probably overkill, I don't know. This doesn't look that great, to be honest. Maybe it would look better, like, if we just had 2 of these and we put, like, some blocks around it, like what we've done here. I don't know. That's fine, I guess. I'll ask Jassassin's opinion when he finally gets back, and then we can decide on what we do with it. I'm not super happy with it, but, like, the fact that it's moved and out of the old base makes me happy. So yeah, this shows 15. That should be right. Yeah, 15. Yeah, that becomes a problem. Well, we'll definitely take a look at that. It hasn't been a problem yet because we never really having a bunch of auto crafting kicking off at the same time. That's not to say it won't happen, but it hasn't been a problem. All right, let's get this one done next. Oh, my ME drives. Oh man, those are gonna take. Wait, the crafting stopped. They're gonna take a really long time. So I need 8, 9, 10. Okay, it finished up all the other stuff. It just guess the autocraft got reset. Now that I'm looking at this, I'm not sure I like what I've done here as far as like the ends of these machines, because I mean, I guess it's the same as like over here. In the other rooms, we have the wall thing that just kind of completely covers the end. Then you can change that to whatever you want, which we didn't do here. I guess it's fine. I can always add that later. It's just a small little detail. And then I need to put the corners in and the slopes. Nope, that's the wrong block, isn't it? Slope. Okay. I'll fill up these drives and I'll rearrange them and stuff like that. We do need a spot for the IO port. And we need a spot for the cell workbench. Maybe one on both sides. I don't know. We could put it in the floor. We could put it in the wall. I don't know. I'm still thinking about that. You mean like down here? The cell workbench? Could do that. I don't know. That's something I'll think about. We could put it down like here. We could stick him in the wall back here. Like there's a few different things that we could do. I have to think about it. I'm not sold on any idea that I've just thought about. Let's get the CPU processors. The AE2 processors, not the CPU processors. So this stuff. This is pretty straightforward. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to add like another one specifically for that. And then we can put a charger. And I think that'll be all that we need. I think that's it. I like how the lag when I break this is next to nothing now. It definitely is feeling a lot better. I think we can do this all through Applied Energistics without the... We could do this all through Applied Energistics without Ender IO, right? I'm fairly certain we can. You will need some Ender IO for the base processors because you'll have 4 products in one machine. How do we do this? Before we were limiting by the export bus or by the drawer. I guess we're gonna have to do this with the Ender IO redstone on the export. I don't know how to do that actually, because we're going into a quad. I think we actually need more spots than I was thinking we did. For all the different processors, we're gonna need its own. Which is fine. We can do 4x on each one. That's not a big deal. Let me Well, I'm kind of thinking about this and reading chat. Let me go drop these drawers into AE. Thinking. Like, we're fine for a little while. If I don't do this today, it's not going to be the end of the world. But I will have to do this. We put these over here. They'll stop popping into my inventory next. All right, all that stuff is in AE now. Let's see. We could do on-demand crafting instead of having it idle crafting like we did before. But then we could have export buses with crafting cars, which will call for that craft if we need them. Somehow we need to redstone limit the item either going in. But if we do that, if we redstone limit the items going in or the items coming out, either way, like we need 4 redstone signals per block to separate that out. And currently we have the extended ones doing 4 items, and that made sense going into one of these storage drawers. And I guess we could continue doing the storage drawer method. Or we could have each circuit and each processor being made in its own device, which I'm kind of leaning towards. Well, the reason why you want on-demand circuit processing isn't like you can do 2 things. You can have it being passively made. And then if you do a recipe that requires way more than what you have passively made, then it like requests that to be crafted, right? That way you're not just stuck and being like, oh, I can't do this recipe because I only have 512 and I need 732 of them. You know what I mean? So there's like 2 kind of schools of thought on that. Like having all the passive crafting is great, but you kind of also want to have manual crafting or the ability to manually auto-craft, manually kick off and auto-craft for it. Yeah, I think if we do the circuits all passive, and then we could do the processors on demand, but I don't remember how fast or slow that is. All right. I think we're gonna set up the circuits to be passively crafted. The processors, I think, are going to be on-demand crafted. So I have regular inscribers here. I guess this was doing the circuit crafting before. I'm thinking we just make them all extended. So we do like printed silicon, printed logic, printed calculation, printed engineering, whatever. And then we have maybe like 2 extended circuit makers here, so we can make 8 at a time. Or we can even do 3. Oh wait, no, there's the other ones. There's this one too. Inscriber. What is this used for? This is for making printed accumulation circuit. How do you spell that? Accumulation. And then we do circuit crafting, which will handle any type of circuit, all 4 different types. And then this one can be the I mean, also, let's consider that we can raise this up another level. It doesn't have to be just 1 block. We can have 2 rows. So that's something else. But yeah, I think I was going to make this be the charger. Although maybe we're going to want the chargers like up here. The only problem with that is it's going to block this yellow line, which I don't know if that matters. Maybe that doesn't matter. So yeah, all the different printed ones. Processor. So we don't have patterns to make these extended inscribers. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 extended. This guy, extended inscriber. So I need a pattern for an inscriber too. I said I need 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Man, I just love seeing this copper wire. Like, it's still taking a little bit of time, but just watching it chew through that compared to what it used to be, holy, that was slow before. It's still a little slow, but this is like manageable slow. It's like not even a big deal kind of slow. This is something that I need to scale, I think, these fluid pipes. The assemblers. Yeah, it used to be we'd be waiting on the copper cables, but now we're waiting on the fluid pipes. And done. Charger. Where's our charger? Where my charger's at? I guess we do the extended charger. I know we have one downstairs. Maybe I'll just bring that one up here. Although that one seems pretty specific. Oh, that's what all the electric pumps were for, is for the storage buses, huh? Oops. It's weird how squatty this one is. I wonder why they made it so small. Like, you can see under it. What the heck? Why is this block so tiny like that? I'm supposed to be tiny, not this block. So we're going to definitely need a facade underneath this. That's so weird. Okay, so we are going to auto craft this. So I need export boost, export bus. Are we doing export bus with a limiter on top? I think that might be what we're doing. I think that's what we do. Now these also have the ability to like set stack to 1, so like we don't have to worry about doing a whole bunch at once. We also, I thought you could set these to 4. Maybe you can't. Automation can access from any slot inside input slots, cannot be extracted from. Does this have auto pull? Auto export. Produced items will not be auto exported. Produced items will be auto exported through any extraction side. Now, I don't remember, does this automatically export into the AE system directly? So if I put a silicon press here, does that just like export into AE? I remember it used to. I don't have power on this yet. So we have 592. If I connect this, I don't think it's exporting like I thought it might. Where'd it go? Oh, it went over here. Oh, that's a problem. Yeah, I don't want it to do that. So I guess we just do import buses on the bottom. Yeah, that's what we do. I'm assuming this charger won't allow me to extract until like whatever's charging is fully charged. I don't know. We'll have to play around with this one. Did I put these in? I don't remember. I did. Okay. Okay, let's try this again. $394. 395. Okay. Yep, that's working just fine. Okay, so this is silicon logic. Now I will have to duplicate these presses because we're gonna need one for each of the 4 slots in there. Calculation, engineering, accumulation. This one's got 4. Oops. And processor. Okay, so this is gonna need pattern. Nope. All right, memory card. I think that is correct. Now, I don't really know if this is going to work the way I think it's going to work. I hope it will. Okay, so let's make copies of these. So I need 3, 6, 9, 12 iron blocks. Unless we actually have some of these in the system. We don't. That was slow. Oh, I don't have the acceleration cards in here. I guess the charger doesn't get acceleration. Okay. I was kind of expecting when I shift click into here, I'd like go into all the available slots. Oh, maybe it would though, but I need to press this for each one. Okay, so this is silicon. This one is logic. Calculation. And engineering. All right, so we need to export. I need redstone cards. Redstone card, redstone card. More acceleration, please. And what else are we gonna need here? I think that's it. We need to set the redstone active with signal. And silicon. Gold. Is it charged or non? I don't remember. Forming press, that's Ivy. Just regular Certus quartz. Diamonds, right? And then this one. Black steel ingot. Okay, and then we need to actually give these redstone signal. I'm gonna put those behind. That way we're not making this excessively tall. I think we will connect these at the end over here. But I saw these things going, so I know this works. No, this is fine. I realized that I would need 2 more silicons in order to make this equal. I don't expect that it's going to be an issue because now that we're not storing in drawers, we can, like, say, keep 4,000 of each processor or something, right? I think it'll be fine. Or we could tell it keep 100,000. I think it'll be fine like this. But I do realize that we are not keeping the correct amounts, the correct ratios. Okay, so we want printed silicon. Upper threshold, I think we do 4,096. We can change these later. Lower 2048. We doing 4 at a time? Yeah, that's working exactly as I want it to. Okay, and then same thing for this. So this is going to be printed logic. Actually, if I just search for printed. This one's calculation. This one is engineering. All good. And then this one, we don't really need these that often. I might just leave this at 512, honestly. Again, we can adjust this whenever. This will make the circuits when we tell it to craft. I need to make the recipes for that. Nope. Yep. I gotta make sure this part works too. And then we need the other one. I'm gonna put this on, no, not that, blocking mode. Okay, so let's tell it to craft for a test. How about 100 calculation? Is that not? Oh, maybe we don't put blocking mode on. That's better. I mean, with the speed in which these things are crafting, I'm not sure needing the processors on like pre-done is worth it. This part, sure. But like when we need to craft something, I think everything else that we're crafting is going to take longer than this. I need to make the recipe for it, because if you want blocking mode, yeah, I'm not sure I want to do that. Oh, you're saying I can just put the fiber right here instead of back here? I could. I guess I can. I don't know. Not a big deal. So yeah, I think this works. I don't know about this charger yet. We got to figure this one out. I think we're going to do the same thing with just like have that pre-crafted. Channels, I think we'll just have to pull from behind. So I guess I could have left that cable there the whole time. Doesn't matter though. It's fine. So I need redstone card. Oh, actually, this one's going to be a little different. Can I, if I point the redstone in from behind, is that going to affect this, or does it have to be pointed at it? I wonder. Otherwise, it's going to have to be on top. Yeah. Unless I can export bus from the back. Will this allow me to export bus from the back? It's got like this thing, which looks like an item import. We'll try that. If I can do it from the back, then we're good. Nope, I don't need a fiber here. Actually, I do need this guy though. Nope. Ah, dang it. Redstone card. Only work with a signal. This is going to be inverted. Emit when we're below. This is going to be charged Certus. We good? Provided this works. It appears it does. Okay. I think I'm pretty happy with this. And since we're touching back here, I guess I can get rid of this connection. Why do they say 0 stored FE? I mean, they're still working, obviously. I guess they all say 0 stored FE. No, this one doesn't. Maybe they just don't provide that information to the tooltip. Okay, I like it. So we just need some facade. I think those little things poking through are perfectly fine. And actually, these facades aren't necessary if we put the proper things around it. I'm just kind of like cleaning things up a little bit, though. And then I needed a facade under here. This one for sure. There we go. Okay. Oops. Bum, bum, bum. Slope. I think I'm pretty happy with that. Unless I made some, unless I made some error that I'm just not seeing yet. I guess we didn't try crafting the other ones. Let's try crafting like 10 of these. That seems to work just fine. I think having that on demand is fine. I need a facade in the back of the charger. I think I also need one on top of it. No, that's the wrong one. Dang it. Ah, that looks weird. You can see there's a light difference. Oh, I can just put a solid block up here. I guess we'll just put gray concrete. That's too bad. It does that little bit of a light difference here. What if... What if I put another facade next to it and like some wire that isn't actually doing anything? Nope, it doesn't make any difference. You still see that light difference there. Unfortunate. You know, I said all those for a pretty high number. I think I'm gonna adjust these. This is like twice what we were keeping before. I think that's fine. I kind of like how I can click on these. I wish that these were like fully hidden, but I kind of like that you can still click on them. Wait a second. Why is that one off? What did I make a mistake here? 2048, 1024. Oh, I think this is just on like, it already reached the maximum, so now it's on the lower threshold. Which is weird, but okay. I think it's fine though. Maybe I glowstone to the slopes to make it look better. Oh yeah, that's right. I have forgot to do that, didn't I? There, that makes everything like way more illuminated. No, I don't think I did that on any of these. better. Oops. Oh, I didn't do the ends. You're right. I didn't. Oops. All right. Again, we still got to make those drives. That's a lot of drives. I don't think I'm going to like make those. I think this, as we make more fluids, we'll just throw them in here. This side, I almost feel like I should fill it up though. And then again, I'm still not certain if I want to go through and like priority 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. So like we can see these fill up in order instead of just randomly choosing different drives. I might do that. That'll probably be an off-camera thing. One night when I got 30 minutes for nothing else to do. These signs I'm gonna fix. That was just kind of like me placing them down just to remember what I was doing. I should have used the correct signs though. Printed ACU. Fine. I could put it on a separate line, but whatever. So this is processor crafting. Yeah, I think we're good. I was thinking about removing the sign, but I guess it kind of makes sense that you can see what's here, and then if you walk down the road, then you get like a more detailed view of what's here. Yeah, I think that's fine. Oh, I didn't set the higher priority on. Yeah, I need to do that. Let's move these. Maybe I'll make the top row like the high priority. This stuff. I'm gonna have to go through and like redo these drives. I think we are gonna do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, if we do need more space, and we put in more drives here, I think I'm going to leave this available to have 9, 10, 11, 12. So I'm going to label these up here. That'd be 16, so this would be 17. 18. 19. 20. 21. 2. 3. 24. 25. So that would be down to 32. So this would be 33. 34. 35. 36. 7. 38. And 39. I'm going to leave this 100. So now all new incoming stuff should be coming over to these drives here. But I'll go through with the thingy. IO port. Do we have one in here? I guess I'll also move the cell workbench. One less reason to come here. So I do have to still move this guy and this guy. Those are something that need to actually come over. But we still got more stuff to go, so let's not get too crazy here. Does this not come up when I search for stone? Is it smooth? Oh, it's right there. I almost feel like this stuff, well, this goes with the drives. I almost feel like these cell workbenches should live by these. But I don't know like how this would be incorporated here. But I guess it doesn't matter. Like, it probably makes more sense to have it over here. And I don't know if that's where that's going to go. But that's where I'm putting it for right now. And this way, so we have access from either side. Yeah, I'm not liking that, but I don't know where it's gonna go. What would it, oops. What would it look like if we like put it here? Would this look bad? Not great. I put it right here. Probably gonna look not great as well. We could hide it up here. So you gotta fly up here every time you want to do a thing, which would keep it in this room, and then like you wouldn't have to look at it, and that would work. I'm actually okay with it living up here. If only like you could access it from down here. If only it could like go into this slot. Oh, you're right. I did put those in the wrong order, didn't I? It's gonna fill from the wrong direction now. So this should have been 1 and then all the way over going reverse order. Okay, well, I'll have to adjust that. So this is the one that's going to be having new items come on if we're getting any new items. Anyway, I'll make that change off camera. You guys watch me do it once. I'm not going to redo it. And then this extended I/O port. Maybe we'll put this up here as well. Is there like a trap door that we can use? Can I like stick it under a trap door? Maybe that's what we need. Ooh. Maybe this is the answer. This is the answer. You never even know they're there, which is a good thing and a bad thing. I like it though. These are blocks I don't actually want to look at. Could also stick them in the hallway here. And before you forget they're there and you craft new ones. Where did those things go? Where are they? You can kind of see them through here. Once we get these blocks filled, you won't be able to see those though. Yeah, I don't want to have the staff of traveling though. It's just another item I got to keep control of. I'm good. I think we're good. I think we have successfully moved. No, we haven't moved everything. This I'm fine. Oh, we already had one right here. Well, we don't need this one here anymore. This I'm fine with. This is something Jassassin will deal with. Since he set that up, I don't want to move it. This I'm fine with. That doesn't matter. And this I'm fine with. I think everything else down here is technically done. So now it's a matter of just moving the remaining stuff from the overworld. Oh yeah, the IO port needs to connect, doesn't it? Yeah. I never opened up underneath this. So we can just literally just pull some AE down. Like a show. I didn't open up underneath this one either. Did I? Oh, I guess I did. And then this one's been opened up. Yeah, we're good. I think that's everything that I wanted to do with this in here. Home. So the only thing that's remaining here is the Certus. The Certus, the controller. I'm afraid to move that controller because that's going to like turn our whole system offline at the moment. But we should do that. Yeah, so we need to move the Certus production and we have to move the controller. So let's write those down. Done. Move ME controller, move Certus quartz. Uh-huh. How many drives can you put in the extended IO port? Yeah, it's still the same 6. It's faster because it accepts more, well, it might just be faster than normal, but it accepts more acceleration cards too. I think 2 more acceleration cards. I don't know if it just makes it 2 acceleration cards faster, or if it's like twice as fast plus more acceleration. Not really sure how it works. Is there anything else applied energistics? Like applied energistics directly that I need to worry about? I think this is it, right? If I move that to the other dimension, is that going to break anything? You think it's 2 times faster than the base one without the acceleration cards? No, I haven't moved the Certus Quartz stuff down below. That's on the to-do list. That'll probably be next stream. I can only do so much of this stuff at a time. What else is on the to-do list here? The hexafluoron, radon. I already destroyed that, didn't I? So that's off the list. So we have radon from Ender Air. That's a new thing that we got to set up. Fluorine is a new thing that we got to set up. We still got a few more things to like move over. I think I'm done for today, guys. It's been kind of like a quiet, chill stream today, so I think that's all we're gonna do for today. And I'm pretty happy with where we are. Guys, thanks so much for hanging out today while we played a little bit of Monifactory. If you're new to the channel, hit the follow button so you get notified when I go live. But that's all we got for today. We should be back tomorrow with some Satisfactory, I believe, in the early afternoon, and then maybe some more modded Minecraft after that. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, that's it. Have a great rest of your day. We'll catch you on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye.